Well, ladies and gentlemen, Games Workshop is back, doubling down on the gaslighting because they don't seem to understand that a 3D printer can go brrr, and they probably will go brrr because it's cheaper to 3D print models now than it is to buy, essentially, I don't know, don't want to go so far as to say propaganda, but I mean it is messaging nonsense from people that, yeah, kind of hate you, to be fair. So, yeah, let's dive right into this. Board my boat down to Nonsense Town. Let's go. Games Workshop doubling down on the gaslighting. This is all to do with the female Adeptus Custodes, of course, because why wouldn't it be? This is the new hot topic in Games Workshop. Fun times. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new, folks, and turn the bell notifications on. So Games Workshop doubling down on the gaslighting. Gaslighting, very specifically, it's, well, I mean, its company. And what's its its company? Its main audience, sorry. What's its main audience? Men. Warhammer 40k hobbyists and enthusiasts, after retconning the Adeptus Custodes and claiming females had always been a part of the organisation. Press X to down. So for those that don't know, just real quick, this is the latest codex, Adeptus Custodes, which is where the retcon appeared, because there was a female custodian called Calades Travalia Kesh, and just labels her a she, basically. So it's her. She is an Adeptus Custodes. So this was a clear retcon of the Adeptus Custodes, given previous codexes and lore entries made it abundantly clear that the Adeptus Custodes were an all-male organisation. Former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern shared on X an excerpt from the Rogue Trader rules in 198. It states, "The Adeptus Custodes is the Emperor's inner guard, the members of which are privileged in being permitted to serve upon the Emperor, attending to his needs, receiving and recording his directions. These men never leave Earth. These men never leave Earth, and only rarely leave the Imperial Palace, an endless black hive of forbidden technology and subterranean passages." So, yeah, pretty obviously, clearly men, at least in that excerpt. It's, yeah, pretty obvious, quite frankly. But, you know, these people, they don't want to agree with that. And there's some more stuff. I mean, even literally as recent as 2017, it made it pretty clear that they were, you know, men. It's known that all custodians begin their lives as the infant sons. Sons? This is 2017 and 2018, guys. Yeah. It is known that all custodians, goddamn, begin their lives as infant sons of the noble houses of terror. It's a mark of incredible prestige to surrender one's child to this most glorious of callings within the Imperium. And many notable clans amongst the Terran aristocracy have willingly given up almost entire generations of newborn sons to earn it. Anyway, this is when they decided to go out on Twitter. I've said this and I'll say it again. I wish this website, That Park Place, would update this screenshot, because this is one of their biggest tweets. Games Workshop's Warhammer's biggest tweet. It's got like 4 million views or something. They only have like 140,000 followers. That's crazy. But anyway, they decided to gaslight people. Since the first of the 10,000, there's always been females. Nah. So anyway, the company's now since doubled down on a blog post on their Warhammer community website. Instead of noting that Adeptus Custodes are recruited from the sons of nobles, the blog post states, potential custodians are taken in at a very young age to better survive the rigours of their transformation, no older than late infancy. For the fundamental changes that will be wrought upon their flesh, minds and souls are tantamount to apotheosis. It is considered a great honour for those of Terran noble houses to submit child. That's a clear retcon. That's like straight up, we're just retconning. No sons, no men, no boys. Just, here you go, here's some people. Next there'll be just some they-thems, for God's sake. Like, for goodness sake. This is pretty crazy, to be honest. That is crazy. They're just doubling down. They're doubling down on the nonsense. Doubling down on Nonsense Town. Because why not? Apparently, this all stems from, rumour has it, this all stems from Amazon, because obviously Games Workshop have partnered with Amazon, and Henry Cavill is executive producer. He's the Kevin Feige of this universe. They've doubled down, and Amazon is like, no, we want women in power armor. So Games Workshop were like, well, we can't have Space Marines, but we'll give you Adeptus Custodians instead. That's apparently what happened. So we'll know if this is true, because in the show, or the movie that's coming out, we will have a woman in power armor, or not. Like, it'll be either or. So it's fascinating stuff to take a look at. What a credible bunch of shit. Anyway, so another YouTuber says, not a male child anymore, just a child. Literally, just what I said. You see how easy it is to retcon things and push narratives. All it takes is a simple push. And the thing is, if it was for financial, if it was for fiscal gain, you wouldn't be doing this. Like, this is not good advertisement. And so this is, it's an interesting intersection of modern day where capitalism meets ideological drives and pushes. And absolutely there can be an element where capitalism, fiscal responsibility to your shareholders can cross over nicely with an ideological push, right? That can happen, but not in this bloody way. And not when it's far left ideology. It generally, not saying that like women are far left ideology, that's not what I'm saying, but the concept. Far left ideology doesn't generally dwell, it doesn't gel very well with sort of capitalist and fiscal responsibility. It generally doesn't. And so you absolutely know unequivocally that Warhammer has done this at the very least for an ideological push. Because there's no other reason. There's no other reason. At the very least, what you would see is you'd see the response and you'd go, ooh, we should probably not do that. Right? It's not that difficult not to do it. Like, once you've seen the pushback. So, it's fascinating. It always fascinates me when these companies do stuff like this. So bizarre. So bizarre. And the thing is, like, there are female, units and things like that. There are things that you can do. So it seems such a strange decision to push this. But it's frustrating that they continue to gaslight and just go, no, we are firmly changing this. And I understand that they've changed bits and pieces here and there, but this is a bad change. And it's clearly just ideological. It's not for profit at the very least. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I've enjoyed covering this and I will continue to cover this. So please do hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. Drop your thoughts down below. But as always, guys, I've been Mr. H. Take care. Bye-bye now.